Oh, poor me. What am I doing wrong? Look how fat I am. Look how skinny I am. I'm skinny fat. I'm skinny short. I'm skinny tall. I hate my body. I hate everything about my life. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with you is right. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Coach Greg, and I think that my subreddit, it's all messed up. People are losing it. I don't know what's going on. We got another guy, and please don't friggin' take your videos down. You keep posting pictures, taking them down. You post it for a day. Oh, comment, help me, please help me. And then the next day you delete it. Half the time I'm trying to help you out, and I can't see the picture anymore. And so we got a guy here. It's been upvoted about a bazillion times, and it says, the epitome of horrible chest genetics, and I bench 3 wheels. And so benching 3 wheels is for most people 315 pounds. It's 345s on each side, but if it's in kilos, it could be 20 kilograms on each side. So about 308 pounds, around 140 kilograms. And so I'm looking at this physique, and it could have easily stated, look at how good I look. I want to brag about how amazing I am. Please validate me. I look amazing. But no, it doesn't say that. It says the epitome of horrendously bad, awful chest genetics. I mean, if anyone had a chest as bad as mine, they probably would never take their shirt off. I am so brave. Look at me in all my nothingness. I'm going to show you my horrendously small, horrible chest muscles. Please don't ridicule me. Please say something nice. And so he also shows himself from the rear. And so we can see this guy clearly under 15% body fat, very good condition in the back, definition, plenty of size. And from the front, we can see a 6-pack. He's got abs, bicep veins, shoulders, chest, traps, everything. Nothing is missing. And to me, all looks perfectly balanced. But no, I have horrible chest genetics. What are you doing? Comparing yourself to Andrew Eubanks? I mean, what's wrong with you? Just because you don't have a chest like Andrew Eubanks doesn't mean that your chest is underdeveloped. More and more, I'm beginning to realize this is a body dysmorphia sub. And so my subreddit, apparently, it's a collection of people who have body dysmorphia. Half the pictures I see are people showing themselves, and they actually look pretty damn good, better than average, and they're shitting on themselves. Oh, poor me. What am I doing wrong? Look how fat I am. Look how skinny I am. I'm skinny fat. I'm skinny short. I'm skinny tall. I hate my body. I hate everything about my life. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with you is right. Stop comparing yourself to other people. I mean, how many videos have you watched of Coach Greg? This is a Coach Greg subreddit. If you've watched my videos, how do you still feel this way? I mean, have I not made 3,000 videos helping you? How can you still, after 3,000 videos, think they have horrible chest genetics? I don't get it. Girls don't actually like these kind of body types unless the face is uncentered and a 10 on 10. Guy responds, I'm not ugly. I just don't want my face on the internet. And so I can understand that. Not everyone wants to be identified. Perhaps he just really wants some advice. Why is my chest so small? But doesn't want anyone to know who he actually is. You never know with cyberbullying and all kinds of stuff. Not everyone is comfortable being exposed. And I'm not talking about being naked on the internet. And in case you're wondering, I do believe that this is the type of physique that most women would find appealing. On average, I've done videos on the past. This has been researched. Most women prefer in that 10 to 15% body fat, with perhaps 12%. If we could pick any body fat percentage, being about ideal. And obviously, some prefer it higher and some prefer it lower. But for the most part, 10 to 15%, if you're looking for aesthetics, health, and so on, that is about as good as you can get. And no, it's not the lower the better. Bodybuilding equals body dysmorphia. It's called body dysmorphia because people still feel inadequate even when in great physical shape like this guy. And so I do believe that this is a good point and we should talk about it. When you go to the gym and you train and you're doing what's called bodybuilding, you're trying to improve your body. And by definition, if you're trying to improve your body, you're trying to make it better. And if you're trying to make it better, then most likely it's because you're not fully satisfied, 100% happy with what you currently have. And so is there anything wrong with trying to get better, to trying to improve, to try to be all that you can be, to try to be better tomorrow than you were today? I don't think so. But when it becomes an unhealthy obsession, something that controls your day and something you're always thinking about, and you can't live a single day without worrying about it, that is when it's gone too far. And so imagine this. He considers this to be the epitome of horrible chest genetics. Raise your hand if you've ever seen a chest that looked worse than this. I've seen one every single day. And so this man is completely dissatisfied with the side of his chest right now. But imagine how many people would wish they had a chest like this. Their goal, their end goal after 10 years of training would be to have a chest of this size. I hardly doubt that Penguin C0, you know, Charlie, with 10 years of training, has a chest as great as this. But this guy, oh, it's horrible. Imagine having my chest. I mean, how can I go on? And so which came first, the chicken or the egg? And so does bodybuilding create body dysmorphia? Or do people with body dysmorphia go to the gym and lift weights? I think it's a little bit of both. I think some people who are perhaps skinny, they don't have muscle, they go to the gym because they're dissatisfied with their bodies and they start training, and no matter how many improvements they make, they're continuously dissatisfied. Once you start to develop a little, you compare yourself to those who are even better, and you're never going to be satisfied. You're always chasing perfection, of which you'll never get. Other people I've seen are happy with their bodies and they just join the gym for something fun, and once they start training, they then develop body dysmorphia. I watched a video recently on Zach Tallender. Guy is very tall, very strong, Olympic lifting guy, and he finally decided to train for aesthetics. He'd been training for strength for years, never felt bad about his body. Then suddenly he says, I want to chase the aesthetics. Want to get leaner, put on more muscle, get an aesthetic looking physique. And what did it do? It led to body dysmorphia. He said after eating, he felt like going to the toilet. He wanted to do number 3.
To the point where I would eat a meal and I would consider wanting to throw it up.
He wasn't happy with his body. And so training in the gym, it actually led to body dysmorphia. He was perfectly fine until he started training. Then after years of training, it then developed over time. Once you start comparing yourself to other people and you feel dissatisfied that you're not at the top, it's easy to see that body dysmorphia can develop. But remember this, we're not made to compare ourselves to everyone. Years ago, for example, 100 years ago, you didn't have social media. You didn't see everyone else's physique. And so you could only compare yourself to people you met in the real world. Maybe 100, maybe 1,000 guys. And in comparison to them, perhaps you were one of the best. But today, you can have one of the best physiques in your entire city, and you quickly go on Instagram and you'll see 100 physiques better than yours in a matter of minutes. And so it's human nature to compare yourself, but we need to realize that this is not healthy. It is not helping anyone to start comparing yourself to someone else. There's always going to be someone better than you. Even Chris Bumstead himself, Mr. Olympia champion. Chris could easily say, oh, Derek Lunsford, Big Ramy, these guys so much bigger than me. Yeah, I might be taller, but they have much more muscle than I do. And so if Chris compared himself to everyone, he could easily say, I'm not big enough. I thought I was big enough. I mean, I'm the 4-time Mr. Olympia champion, probably going to be 5th in a matter of weeks, but I'm not big enough. I need to do better. I wouldn't give this much credit. Insulting yourself is just fishing for compliments and almost guarantees upvotes. My turn next. His response, I'm not fishing for compliments. I don't give a shit about compliments. The point of the post was to mostly gain some insight from people who are dealing with the same issue as I am. Instead, most responses I get are the typical, just do this for sets of 10 or raise your volume. And so I don't know what he expects. He's saying, hey, I have really shitty chest genetics, and people are saying, well, do 4 sets of 10, perhaps increase time under tension, perhaps do this exercise. Perhaps you could watch my 3 best, 3 worst series, 3 best exercises for the chest and 3 worst, and copy those exercises, watch my videos, learn to train effectively. But for the most part, I think it's this. He doesn't actually like his chest. He's saying I have a problem, and he wants people to speak up about it. And so perhaps he just wants to not feel alone, that other people also have body dysmorphia. Perhaps the best comment could be, look, guy, your chest is fine. It's balanced out. It's all in your head. Stop thinking about it. This is not a chest problem. It's a mental health problem. Hopefully in watching this video, more people can be aware of this. Whatever that body part may be. Maybe it's your calves, your biceps, your abs, the size of your downstairs. Whatever that may be, please stop overly obsessing about it. It's not worth it. Be happy with what you have. Do your best to get better. And leave it at that. Nobody is perfect. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Compare yourself to yourself. Ask yourself, can you do better today than you did yesterday? And can you do better tomorrow than you did today? Perhaps you actually have a horrible chest. Not like this guy, but you may in fact have almost no chest whatsoever. This guy can bench 3 plates. Perhaps you can't even bench 1 plate. What do? You just do the best you can. You train harder than last time, you progressive overload. Eventually, you'll get better. You'll probably never have a chest as good as this guy who thinks he has a horrible chest, but don't let that discourage you. Be the best version of yourself. That's all you can do. ending it here. And some of my best supplements include G-Test, Ecti Builder, GO2 Max, and of course the Seco protein bars. They taste amazing. Head over to my website. Don't forget to use code Greg, 10% off. And if you haven't picked it up already, of course, we have 3 different training books. Of course, you'll know exactly how to train your chest or any other body part. And if you're trying to lose weight, the low-calorie recipes in my cookbooks, various cookbooks, 1, 2, 3, click the link in the description, code Greg, 10% off. Also have the Circle Diet Book, my life's work, how to lose weight, keep it off for the rest of your life. Very easy read, perhaps takes you 6 hours. Very highly recommended. Also, the Harder Than Last Time clothing line, tank tops, hoodies, sweaters, jog pads, you name it. Head over to my website, code Greg, 10% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Don't forget to watch one of those 2 bloops. And until next time, I am out.